What's up? Now that I realize that my mic wasn't on. What's up, everybody? Oh, shoot. That fell off. I was wondering why I was looking so bright. Stupid tape. Yeah, go figure. I don't know why I was looking so bright. There we go. Yeah, let's just mute. Let's see if that muted me down a little bit. Looks like it did. All right, cool. How's it going, everybody? Well, it's a night to celebrate, of essence. Final night of Argos football. We're not in the going into the postseason, but our opponents are. So you know what? I got a lot to get into, so let's just get right into it. So we're gonna start off. Just give me a second here. Yeah. And there we go. All right, so let's get into, like I said, let's just get into this really quick. So after last night, unfortunately, with all the chaos that was going on, and I'm all for maximum chaos this time around. Let's put it this way. BC beat Edmonton, so we now know who the 6 teams are going to be in the CFL playoffs. Now, those teams are going to be out of the East, Hamilton and Montreal, and out of the West, Saskatchewan, BC, Calgary, and Winnipeg. There is a catch, though. We don't know what order they're going to be in yet. So Montreal defeated Ottawa just about half hour ago or so, 39-28. So, oh, for God's sake, stupid thing. I'm just gonna leave it. Screw it. I might fix it in a second. But anyway, point is, now that I've officially gotten sidetracked. So Montreal is still in the mix, and they are actually tied now with Hamilton. However, Hamilton's got the tiebreaker, number 1, and number 2, and much more importantly, next week, Hamilton plays Ottawa at home. Advantage Hamilton to get the East final. That's all there is to that. On the other side of the coin, you have BC, Calgary, and Winnipeg, and we don't know what the hell is going to happen there. We could end up having a 3-way tie here. And I think if that's the case, Winnipeg is on the outside looking in, meaning that in a callback to the days before Ottawa returned to the league, Winnipeg will more than likely be the ones going in via the East route to take on Montreal in the East semifinal in a couple of weeks. Saskatchewan, as we already know, they're the only ones that we know for certain. Saskatchewan is guaranteed to host the West final. That's the only thing we know for certain. Everything else is all up for grabs. So, with that, wrong button. With that, let's go and take a look at the depth charts for tonight's contest. Lots of changes and lots more changes. This time around, though, we have an extra kicker. But let's just go right through. So, Jared Dagey will start once again. I don't know why, considering how badly he got pasted in the last game against Saskatchewan. Tucker Horn and Max Duggan, both in it, both still there. Jake Herzl and Mackay Polk, Dejan Brissett, Kevin Mittal, Dave Ungerer III are your receivers. Deontay McMahon, playing in McMahon Stadium, go figure on that. Starts over Spencer Brown. I think that's on purpose. Derek Parrish, Ricky Correa, Jamin Pelly, and Johnson is your starting defensive line. Before I get to that, the offensive line, why John Boss is still on this team, I have no fucking idea. But you have Kemp, Richards, Nicastro, and Sirocco's going to play backup to Peter Nicastro, and Ryan Hunter is on the right tackle. Then like I said, I already mentioned the defensive line. You have Cameron Judge, Isaac Darkangelo, Brandon Dozier, your linebackers, and then your secondary, which has been, outside of Brenji Franklin, Derek Sluka, and Tavares McFadden, crap. But you got Willie Drew and Delonte Hood in over there. For Calgary, they're bringing it, as expected. They are bringing it. No net. Don't kid yourself on that. They want to get the West semifinal locked up. Don't think they'll do it tonight, but I mean, it's all going to come down to the final week of the season anyway. So if you're a fan of football, go for it. But tonight, Vernon Adams is going to start. Dietrich Mills in the running back spot. Then you have Dominique Rhymes, Philpott, Clark Barnes over there, and then you've got. Yeah, you can just read all that. Screw it. I don't give a shit about any of these guys. Besides, it's the final night of Argos football. I know we're going to get pantsed. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, in the end, I don't care. I really don't. Let's be honest. Now, a couple more things I need to get through. Before we continue, let me just switch back here. And there we go. I do have a couple of extra videos. Have to give me a minute because I'm going to load them up here. And it's basically, these are based off of what we've seen, because I don't think, as far as I know, I'm not going to do a upon sober review for this game, because what's the point? Because I know what's going to happen here. It's only a matter of by how much, you know. So let's see. It's who is missing? Here we go. So these two. Okay, and I'm just going to play these right off the bat. So just give me 1 second here to get this underway. What the hell is it? Is that it? No, that's not it. Should close that. Don't need the terminal there. Don't need the score bug. What the hell is it? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just going to do this really quick while I get everything else ready. Enjoy. I'm too creative for my own good sometimes. But yeah, it's true. Edmonton showed a lot of promise, showed a lot of heart in the late goings of the season. They really wanted to get in there, and I don't blame them for it at all. It's just a damn shame that they couldn't make it, you know. But I mean, let's face it, they'll be good for next year. So, and here's hoping that they go a little further. Now, as for the game itself, we're currently just waiting for the game to start, and I think just before we get to that, I'm going to fire up the old score bug here in just one quick second. I'm going to get everything else ready here. Just bear with me. Ooh, ow. Lots and lots of cracks. Huh. All right. I wonder how cold it actually is in Calgary today. I'm going to have a quick look-see here. Oh, there's an Argo fan. So, Alberta. Calgary. 10 degrees and partly cloudy. Oh, that's not bad. Well, it's going to go down to 3 degrees tonight, though. Ooh, that's a little chilly. But to be quite honest, out here, that's what we've been getting out here as well. So it's all good. So it looks like they're just about ready here. Looks like. Now, if you guys don't know how this works, I'm not going to show the actual game, but I will follow along with it, and find it funny that TSN is still using the old logo. I mean, hey, 120. Hey, hopefully it'd be nice for Dejean Brissett to break out tonight and get himself 120 yards, but I highly doubt that's going to happen to make him a 1,000-yard receiver. You never know. All right, they're just going through the pregame show right now. What the hell? They said we were going to start at 7. What the heck? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Milt's loud-ass shirt. Calgary, 10.5-point favorites are the Stamps. Calgary plus 500 to win the Cup. Yeah. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Damn. A bug flying through. Okay, hurry up, guys. ain't got all frickin' night here. Yeah. By the way, I'm not gonna go as hard tonight. Last time I went a little bit too hard and kind of returned a little bit back to the rightful owners, and I don't want to do that again. I find it funny that it's just before we're getting to the point where they're going to be singing the anthem, and I'm surprised that there's not a lot of people there at kickoff. Who am I kidding? But I mean, Calgary traffic is nowhere near as bad as Toronto traffic, so what's their fucking excuse? Now, there's a little bug flying around here that I'm trying to catch. Anyway, we're almost there. I think we're gonna do it. All right, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Let's see here. And 1, 2, 3. Abraca, turn into a score bug. There we go. Magic. Yeah, okay. So Calgary's wearing their typical reds. The Argos are going to be wearing their road whites, as we have. And I try to match the score bug to what you see on your whatever the hell you're watching the game on is. So yeah, let's get this going. Hurry up! I mean, this is the final night of the season for the Toronto Argonauts. Let's do it up perfect. Let's do it up nice. Let's go. I can put this down. I don't need my mouse for a while. At least until we get to the bathroom break. I'll put this over here, maybe. Yeah, I'll put it over here. There we go. All right, but yeah, this has been a relatively disappointing season for Toronto. I mean, the defense has not been good. The defense has been utter crap. And the thing is, like, whose fault is it? I personally think it's Jason Shivers, because he's in charge. He's the one in charge of the defensive backs. So, and you take a look, 9 times out of 10, the secondary is the one that's getting their ass kicked. Meanwhile, the defensive line and the linebackers are actually not bad. That's the major point of contention. I mean, you could score 450 points in a season on offense, but if you let in 500 plus on defense, you're not going to go anywhere. And that was very much shown here tonight. Or not tonight, this season. I'm pretty sure tonight you're going to see that's probably going to creep up to you never know, this could creep up to close to 600 depending on how badly the guys actually want to play with a little bit of, pride. And at least Ottawa tried to put up a fight near the end. Oh, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention. When it comes to the draft, with Ottawa's loss, they have, I believe, if my math is correct, I believe they have clinched they have locked up the number 1 pick next year in the 2026 draft. Which means they got the first pick, Toronto's going to get the second pick, and Edmonton's going to get pick number 3. The rest of it, we don't know yet, because they all got to go through the playoffs. So it looks like we're just about to get ready, finally. I know it was a little late, but you know what? Say what you want. Calgary as a city, it's actually quite nice. Okay, I actually like it. It's actually a pretty nice city. McMahon Stadium, on the other hand, that's a bit of a shithole. But anyway, here we go. As we say on the fan cast, actually not yet. They're showing Suits and Rod Smith, which I know is going to bother some people to no end, because I know some people don't like Suits. Some people don't like Suits. Me personally, it's like it's commentating, like who cares? So needs 61 yards for 20,000 in a career. Well, shit. You think he's gonna get it? Of course he's gonna get it. He's probably going to be 0-3 by the time this is all said and done. He lost 4 straight, 5-12 this season, but he's still one of the better coaches. He's still one of the best coaches the Argos have ever had. So, anyway, I think we're just about to get ready here. So, as we say on the fan cast, crack open those cold ones. It's time for Argos football, folks. Argos kickoff. Taken at the 11. Here comes Janarian Grant, making some moves. Gets a fairly decent return by him. He gets up to the 38 for the Argos to start it off. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. We're not in pre anymore. Got to change this. There we go. First quarter. So, you see Jarrett Dagey once again. Not really interested in seeing this, but we'll see. See what happens. 1st and 10 for the Argos from the 38. Let's see what they do here with their first possession. Snap. Looks like play action. Over 2. Ooh, looks like Jake Herslow gets close. Gets 7 or 8. It'll be a second down. Oh, he's already got more yards than average. I'm shocked. There's a guy who has been spectacular this season for us, Jake Herslow. When it comes to Offensive Player of the Year, I would give it to him in a heartbeat. No doubt about it for the Argos. I'll give you my selections at the end of it. 2nd and 1, actually. Oh, the game and breaking through big time. Nice run there by Deontay McMahon, whom we haven't seen in a while. But to quote my buddy Adam, if that's a first down, Argos. So the Argos are making their way up there at the, looks like their own 53. 1st and 10 once again. Another run play. Oh, nope. Oh, he picked it off. Oh, he's gone. Pick 6. Well, we kind of knew this was going to happen. I'm not mad. Oh, goddamn horse fuckers. Jeez. You were throwing it on the run? You threw it on the run, you threw it right to the guy. What the fuck were you thinking? I thought they weren't even looking for the run, for God's sake. You could have handed it off to McMahon. He would have gotten a first and then some. But no. You had to do that. What a fucking dummy. God damn, he's brutal. Oh, Shane Richards is taking a knee. He's banged up, so I'll just change his score. Boink. There you go. 6-0 Calgary lead. At least for now. This is terrible. This is. Well, the good news is the Argos are going to get the ball right back. The bad news is it's going to cost them, I don't know how many points. And it's going to looks like it'll cost them 7 points to do it. Snap, kick, hold, good. Or rather, snap, hold, kick, good. And Calgary takes a 7-0 lead. Very early going on in the first quarter. Now, are we shocked? I'm not. I am not shocked in the slightest. I mean, what can I say? And I mean, it's not even our offense that's the shit part. It's not even our defense that's gotten to the shit part yet. Like, good Lord. That's awful. Absolutely awful. My goodness. Yeah, I'm going to just... No, that's not it. Where is... I want to be able to... Where's the frickin'... Ah, there it is. Share. That's what I want. I'm going to share this on... There we go. So that's that. Don't. A 64-yard pick six. Good Lord. My God. So the kick back off again. Here we go. So Janarian Grant picks it up. We'll see what we can do here. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Makes a nice move there. He's still up. Gets beyond the mid. Great return for Janarian Grant. Gets beyond the midfield stripe and into Calgary territory. So the Argos we're going to get the ball back once again, but yeah, it's not looking very good, is it? But I mean, like I said, as Argo fans, should we be shocked by this? No, we shouldn't be. There's that son of a bitch again. Did I get him this time? Nope. Nope, it's just missed him. Fuck. Oh well. First attempt for Toronto. Nice catch there. Nice catch by Herslow again. He's already telegraphing the target. And it'll be close to a first down. Second and 2 for Toronto. Daggy back to pass, getting in trouble, and of course, sacked, and he lost his bucket. He's looking for a penalty, I think. Then Charles Wiley with the sack. That's 3rd and 6. Down. Oh, hang on. Who was he shrugging for? Looks like there's a challenge here. Toronto is challenging the previous play for roughing the passer. Looks like it's going to be reviewed, but I think if we all know what this means, bring replay center. Oh, yes, hi. Okay, we got a challenge. Yeah, who made it? Ryan Didway made it? Fuck him. Click. That's the way, I have a feeling that's the way this is going to go. The Dinwiddie meme is going to come into effect here, and he's going to lose the challenge pretty much instantly. Not that it matters anymore anyway. We're fucking not even, we're just, like I said, we're just playing for pride at this point. We're not even, like, what are we doing here? Just playing for pride. Turn that down. Sorry, my friend sent me a rather slanderous message. So, I'm not going to say it here because it is quite bad. And it kind of outs a couple people. Well, just outs one person in particular that I personally don't necessarily care for, and most of my friends wish he would just die in a grease fire. But yeah. By the way, tonight's beer of choice for now, anyway. Bob Cajun Brewing Company's Red Ale. It's actually not bad. A friend of mine gave this to me. He said, "Hey, you want a red ale? It's not bad." I go, "Okay, sure, why not?" So that's tonight's beer of choice. At least for now, anyway. But like I said, it depends on how much more I'm going to get through tonight. I have no idea. But at least there's one good thing. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? After review by the replay center, ruling on the field stands. The Dinwiddie meme is in effect. It'll be a third down. Liram Hiralahu going to come out here. Oh, Liram Hiralahu going to come out here. This is all 56-yarder? Snap, hold, kick. It is good. Liram Hairolahu does it again. Despite everything, Argos get a field goal. So now we get to see the Calgary offense do some damage here. And we all know it's going to be some damage. Let's face it. I mean, Calgary turned around quite quick. I mean, they've failed to make the play. I mean, if the Argos are looking to emulate the Stampeders, they got to turn it around in one season and actually be in contention. So first down, Dedrick Mills needs about 7 yards on the run. It'll be second down. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so if they're looking to, they gotta bounce back, right? Now, be quite honest, I have, like I said, there's probably more than likely not gonna be an upon sober review of this game, because what's the point? But I will be doing an upon sober review of the entire 2025 season. That might take a little while to get through, but I've got lots of material, because I got lots of material to work with. Second down and 4. Snap. Vernon Adams launches it out and just a bit outside. I'm just looking for Dominique Rhymes. It'll be third down coming up for Calgary. Punt team coming out. So, got Dave Ungerer going. Okay, well, I mean, this is kind of preseason game B here for the Argos. So it looks like Dave Ungerer is back to Dave Ungerer, Engineering Grant. Looks like Ungerer is going to take it here, and he's not going to get very far. Barely gets to the 18, and then the Argos are going to start with a big field to start their next drive. Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens here. I wonder how the Leafs are doing. Yeah, I know, typical Toronto sports fan, right? Wow. Some people, just on Twitter alone, some people are making their opinions known that Jarrett Dagey should not be in football. But to be quite honest, I maybe kind of agree with them, especially after that pick 6. But, boy. Commercial breaks are too long. That's all I'm going to say. Especially when you're not actually at the stadium, where you can go to the bathroom, go get a hot dog or something to eat or more beer or whatever. That's different. Here, it takes too long, man. Oh, that's a nice stat to have. Deshaun Brissett and Kevin Mittal. Those two, like I said, I like Kevin Mittal. I hope he sticks around. First down for Toronto. And absolutely stuffed at the line and dropped behind it. Spencer Brown just gets manhandled. Ugh. My goodness, it'll be second down. No gain on the play from the Toronto 19. Oh, gee. Really, from the 19? I thought it was the 18. Whatever. I'm not going to argue. Second down upcoming. We're not even that far. Second down, second down, 45.1% on second down conversions. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This team's been pants. So, low snap. Daggy, back to pass. In trouble, pocket collapses. Goes to the check down, which is, looks like Garan Gauthier just trucks forward. Trucks his way forward and gets it to the fullback who gets the first down. That's a first down. Argos. Just gets it to... I gotta... Hang on. Note to self. Make sure you record Adam saying that's a first down Argos at BMO Field at some point next season. And that's just so I can use it as a sound bite here. First down for the Toronto 33 now. Back to pass. Over the middle, finds somebody. Looks like Matal, and he's getting... yeah, they're going to stop him about 2 yards short. It'll be second down. But hey, that's good. Yeah. I would love to see one of our receivers get 1,000 yards in a season where they've been utter mince. So, I know it's going to be hard for Dejon Brissett to get 150 yards in this game, but my man can dream, can't he? 2nd and 2 from the Argos 41-yard line. Looks like they're going to single back again. And, this broken-ass play, but it'll be 3rd down and 1. They caught the runner immediately thinking it was going to be a run play. Daggy was able to get out of it, find a receiver, and he was only able to gain a yard. But see, here's the replay here. Edge rusher comes in and just absolutely kills Spencer Brown on that. He gets it to Moncrief just drills him. So 3rd and 2, they're going to punt it? All right, whatever. Hagerbaum launches it. I don't see him. I hate to say it. I don't see him sticking around. From the Calgary 6, and he gets dropped at the 10. Good special teams coverage there. And they're going to give Calgary a big field to work with for their next possession here. So, yeah. Not really impressed. But then again, like I said, and like this is essentially preseason game B for 2026. And so far, I can easily say, Jared Daggy, you're fired. Let's see, bright spots. Bright spots for the Argos this year. Jake Herslow. Jake Herslow is a good bright spot for the Argos this season. His play has been spectacular. Derek Sluka, who is my pick for not only most outstanding rookie for the Argos, but most outstanding defensive player, because I mean, I know you could probably go Andrew Chatfield for most outstanding defensive player as well, but I'm gonna go. I will personally go Sluka over Chatfield personally, simply because he's been money. Derek Sluka, he's a good safety. He's a good replacement. Yeah. We know Calgary's going to the playoffs. Calgary's going to the playoffs. We don't care. They must have had a penalty. Yeah, they must have had a 10-yard penalty or something because they're back to the 3. So a big field from the shadow of your own goalposts. Big field from the shadow of your own goalposts here. Let's see what happens. Not gonna see that view much more. To looks like Dedrick Mills gains a couple yards just to kind of escape. Oh no, Jalen Philpott. Sorry, thought it was Dedrick Mills. No, shows you what I know. Defensive coach, yeah. Kevin Iben, Jason Shivers. Yeah, I'm sorry. Fire Shivers. Give the keys fully to Iben next season. For the love of God, I'm saying this again and again. I'm going to continue saying it until it fucking happens. Give the keys to Kevin Iben fully next season. 2nd and 6 for Calgary. Back to pass. Vernon Adams. Plenty of time. Gets it out to the check down. He'll get the first down and then some. Cameron Judge. And whoa, look at the... Benji Franklin steer rides him. But gets a massive first down. And it's Dedrick Mills. There you go. The man who I... Go figure on that. First down, Calgary. See, he had a lot of time back. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket. Gained more than 30 yards in that play. Shit. So, first down. Possible offside? No. To the ground, and breaks through! Tavares McFadden had to scoop him to stop him. Breaks through the linebackers. First down, Calgary. Look at that. Slipped Cameron Judge there. Tavares McFadden had to take him down. To the midfield stripe. Well, Vernon Adams rolling out. Launches it deep. Finds, oh my God. He's blown play totally. Touchdown, Calgary. I mean, that's a good way to get your 20K there, bud. Good job. Now, you see there, Cameron Judge had him. Cameron Judge had him, finds his man, beats out Derek Sluka totally, and that's a touchdown for Calgary. Son of a bitch. Now the extra point for Calgary here. Snap, hold, kick, and good. Someone's setting off a smoke bomb at McMahon Stadium. 14-3 lead for the Calgary Stampeders. I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be angry. I mean, let's face it. Like I said, the Argos have been shit this season, so. And it seems like every time I go on the live streams, they lose. Oh, hey. Hi, Falling Hippo. I'm new, and I am a CFL fan, and you're an Elks fan. Oh, good. Well, you know what? If you're an Elks fan, good for you. Awesome. You guys fought hard all the way to the end. I can see next year you guys are just you're gonna improve, and you guys are gonna be looking at playoffs next year. I'm telling you. I actually wanted to see the Elks do some good stuff this year, and they did. They started to really put it together right near the end of the season, but unfortunately it was just far too little, far too late. So here's hoping they're gonna. I hope the Elks do better next year. That's actually on my list of places to go to watch a game next year. Hopefully, if the schedules align, I'll be able to make my way out to Edmonton to catch hopefully Elks and Argos, but we'll gonna have plenty of time because they're not playing at BMO. Anyway, Calgary's kicking off here for Toronto. Janarian Grant taking it again. Nice little move there. Gets out at around the 38-yard line. Not bad. Season ticket holder since... Oh! Nice. Nice. Season ticket holder since 2021. Welcome to the season. Welcome to the season ticket club. I've been there. I've been an Argos season ticket holder since 2005. So, yeah, fun. Look at that. That was a good throw. Like I said, I can't be mad at that. That was a good throw. He went for it. He went for it all. He went for it all to stop it. Oh, here we go again. My friends already. First down. Jared Dagey. Back to pass. Floats it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, my. You're kidding. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. This is not. Hold on. I got to see. Sorry, I got to see this up close here. Dagey. Boink. Yeah, that's a fumble. Oh, no. Ah. Get the hook. Please get the hook. Oh. Yeah. That was painful. That. Oh, they're calling it incomplete. Oh, thank God. They're calling it incomplete. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a challenge here and they get it, but anyway, so yeah, that 22 game losing streak. Oof. I mean, like I said, I've seen some pretty ass Argo teams in the past. 2019 being one of them where we got pantsed by our rivals at home. Not enough alcohol to cure that. Anyway, Dagey back to pass this time, finds, and he actually finds a man, gets a first down. It's Kevin Mittal he finds. Woohoo, first down Toronto. But yeah, that 22 game, that was painful to watch. Very painful to watch, and I'm so glad you guys have moved on from Chris Jones. Mark Kylam seems to know what he's doing. Chris Jones, thing about Chris Jones is when has one position, he's fine. When he has 15, like he did, he's not good. So Toronto now, once again from the Calgary 54, Dagey floats it over to who's that? Ungerer? Yeah, looks like Dave Ungerer the third. Second down, Toronto upcoming. Yeah, see, about that. Because you guys lost to BC, Calgary's clinched. Sorry. Calgary clinched last night. So, Dagey back to pass. Tipped up and still up there and incomplete, but there's going to be a flag coming. As it was a jump ball between 5 other people. Question is, what's the flag for here? Could it be pass interference? Let's see. Oh, they are calling pass interference. And spot of the foul, first down Toronto. Nice. Oh, yeah, I just bullied him out of the way. Yeah, that's PI all day. So to the Calgary 36. But yeah, Calgary already clinched. But, I mean, if they do lose here, you could force them. Oh, no, another fumble again. Second down Toronto. Jeez. Okay. I know you're an Elks fan. How in the world did this guy have a starting job for so long? This guy sucks. I mean, I know our offensive line isn't great, but good Lord, this is terrible. This is mince. Floop. Stripped again. This is utter mince. Anyway, so there is a potential for Calgary to end up being the one to cross over to the east to take on Montreal. That would be interesting. Dagey back to pass again, gets It's stuffed, wrapped up, and knocked down. Back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down, more than likely a field goal try. But yeah, it's like, yeah, so Calgary ain't getting eliminated, but there is a possibility that with a loss, that'll push them down a little bit. So I think BC's got the tiebreaker over them. So. Oh, are you kidding? Really? Really? Really, Nightbot? Really? You're gonna do that to me? I didn't even know what's going on here. Snap, hold, kick, good. Toronto gets another field goal. What's going on here? Sorry about that. So, just doink. There we go. Oh, shoot. Shania Twain was there. Ah, yes. Talking about the 2017 Grey Cup in Ottawa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was such a good time. Very painful as well. Yeah. It's kind of hard when you're staring up, waiting for the room to stop spinning. Meanwhile, you're outside. Fine. Vernon Adams found someone. He gets not even close. It'll be second down upcoming. Oh, here we go. Grey Cup flashback. Here we go. Shania and the dog sled. Yeah. The day I couldn't warm up. And I mean, she had a great halftime show, too. That was a great halftime show. Not going to lie. Final play of the quarter here. 2nd and 7 for Calgary. Empty backfield for Vernon Adams. Back to pass. Pocket collapses. He's able to escape. Rolling out. Throws a ball. Finds a man. It'll be a first down, Calgary. Or is it? I don't know. Must have been free. I think she. I know. I was bundled up pretty good that day. It was. I think it was something like minus 20 Celsius with the wind chill. It was a chilly one. I remember because I couldn't warm up at all. I spent most of the second half in the north stand, in the hockey arena part. But then again, I think a lot of other people did. Because it was quite busy, but I mean, where I was standing, I had a nice view of the scoreboard, so I was still able to watch the game while trying to warm up. And then when that final interception happened, when Bo Levi Mitchell found Matt Black in the end zone, hangover finished. I just ran right back out there. And then once the game ended, it was like a bunch of Argo fans. It was like basically trying to be like salmon. Just like salmon trying to get up through the west concourses. Everyone from the south stand is leaving. Here's me and my buddies. We're all fighting traffic, fighting upstream to get to the Argos tunnel to celebrate with the boys as they came back with the cup. So fantastic. That was, like I said, one of the best feelings ever. As a matter of fact, the first of three I've got. I think I'll wear it. There we go. So, as we look at the stats here, surprisingly, the turnover should be a hell of a lot more, but the yardage, yikes, not good. Bring on Tucker Horn. Bring on Tucker Horn, damn it. Not sure I could drink enough to stay warm. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, then again, that was like my first really, really bad hangover, so it's like, no, beer bring pain. bucket hat. Oh, nice. I actually have one of my group's T-shirts. Anyway, before that, Calgary punting here. Finds, looks like that's Dave Ungerer looking for a seam. He's got one here to the 40, to the 45, gets hauled down by the 49-yard line. A good return for Dave Ungerer III. So back to your bucket hat. Yeah, I've actually got one of my group's T-shirts, the double blue order. I got one of our T-shirts, and it was signed by. Let's see if you remember some of these names: Bear Woods, Marcus Ball, James Wilder Jr., Declan Cross, Sean Lemon, which renders it utterly worthless thanks to that. And AJ Oletta as well. Anyway, running play here. Oh, jet sweep by Kevin Mattal, gets about 5 yards for a second down. So yeah, that's pretty cool. NFL team, I'm actually NFL agnostic. As in, I have friends I have a bunch of friends. There's a bunch of friends who are Bills fans, a couple of Vikings fans, a couple of Dolphins fans. But me personally, I like being agnostic because it allows me to take a dump on. It allows me to just meme on them all the time, and it's friggin' great. But I do have, for the record, a soft spot for the 49ers. That's because the first ever gridiron football game I saw was the Super Bowl between San Francisco and Cincinnati. Joe Montana versus Boomer. Anyway, so Argos had a play here. Looks like it found. We're in the right number. We're in Tony Miles' number there. Got a first down. Yay! First down, Argos. Fair enough. Yeah. Sometimes it's more fun that way to just to meme on your friends than it is to, than actually follow a team and just be miserable. Daggy back to pass, throwing it fine. Had to really get up there. But he caught it. Did he catch it? Yeah, they're saying Herslow caught it. Oh, Hurdle and Herslow. And the photo I have is an actual real Grey Cup ring that I got to hold from Jed Roberts. He let me wear his ring, and I saw. Oh, that's really cool. That's the thing. Like Grey Cup rings from the past weren't really all that. Weren't really all that much, but then as time grew on, they've become more and more ostentatious. Such as this, like if you have this guy right here, compare that with the 2024 one. Daggy back to pass, gets knocked down way back there. It'll be that's a massive loss. Sacked on the play. Yeah, Kevin Brown. Why on earth did we get I'm gonna have this in my upon sober review of the 2025 season, but what was going on with their decisions at running back? Good Lord. Seriously, man, it's just awful stuff. 2nd and a mile now for Jarrett Dagey. He's not gonna get this. If he does, I'll be shocked. There we go. Back to pass, as if there's any doubt. To the check down. Spencer Brown barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and more than likely a John Haggerty punt. Like I said, I'm not surprised. Ugh. Yes. Javon Leake. He was great for us. Also Curly Gittins Jr. too. He was great for us as well. But I mean, let's face it. The Elks kind of raided our pantry. Whoa, hold on a second. Liram Hiralahu, 57-yard attempt or 58-yard attempt kick. What the fuck was that? Line drive completely missed. It looks like somebody got a piece on it there. I'm gonna take that off now. Looks like somebody might have got a piece on that ball because that was just not Normally, Lirim is money, but I think that might have been even a bit far even for him. Returned out of the end zone. No point there. Score remains 14-6. Yeah, Jake Serezna too. He wanted to go. With him, he just wanted to go back home because he was traded to Toronto to begin with. So he just wanted to come back to because once again I have a bug flying around in here. But yeah, Jake Serezna has his family's all in Edmonton, so it's like he didn't. It's obvious that he didn't want to leave. So like he got his ring, came home. Why not? Right? So, anyway, commercial break. I'm a few seconds behind. Yeah. Well, it's fine if you put it. Let's put it this way: if you put it in the chat, that's fine. If you put if you put God damn it, Daggy in the chat or whatever, like I'm gonna see because I'm running CFL Plus through a VPN, so. So that's why, because I'm done. I'm a cheap bastard. So, but I was about to say something about the field goal. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you want to keep your mouth shut about that, that's fine. I mean, I'll react to it all the same. like you just saw what I did with that field goal. Like, what the fuck was that? But like I said, normally from that range, Lirim's money. So somebody must have got either bad hold, bad snap, could have been anything. Because somebody might have gotten their mid on the ball. Point is, Calgary's got the ball back. It's still surprisingly close. I'm shocked. And here comes another big run. He's still up. Gets the first down thanks to this great second effort. Great second effort by Dietrich Mills there. Now, should I say, is this a bad time that I went with mostly Calgary for my fantasy team this week? Is it bad that I could say that? I think I could say that now. I don't care. I went mostly Calgary for my fantasy team this week. Just goes to show you how much faith I have in my own team. And so far, things have been going all right. Another big run. Another first down. Yeah, this is gonna go bad. But yeah, hang on, sorry. Yeah. So once again, another run. There's some Jalen Philpott with the run. Gains a few yards. It'll be second down. The way they're playing yeah, that's why I did it. That's why I went with it. That's why I went. What? Wow, 1,280 yards for Dietrich Mills. That's impressive. That is incredibly impressive. That's what you get for having virtual ads. Vernon Adams Jr. back to pass, finds his man. It'll be a first down. See that's the thing. Like TSN has gone to using virtual logos on the field as opposed to the ones that you actually have painted on or stitched on or whatever. So as soon as somebody runs through it, it disappears. So and the fact that you've got everybody there, right? Good old graphics department. First down, Calgary from the Toronto 48 now. And again, we're still up. Gets another first down. They're just Argos defense getting bullied. Why am I not surprised? Diedrich Mills again. Jeez, it was Derek Sluka that put the first hit on him to stop him. Dave, please. I know you're still bitter about 2004, but get over it, bud. 5 carries, 68 yards already. Like, dude's a friggin' machine. First down again from the Toronto 35. Vernon Adams, tons of time. Pocket collapse. Oh, wide open again in the flats to Mills again. Inside the 5. First and goal. Oh, my God. I mean, I can make all the jokes I want about how quick 6 it wouldn't survive a maiden claiming race at Woodbine, but Calgary's kicking our ass. Calgary is kicking our ass. I'm not surprised at it at all. Yeah, get on with it. First and goal for Calgary now from the 4-yard line. Just give them the touchdown already, for God's sake. Just plows through. This time they finally stop him. See, the reason why they do use virtual logos is so they can change them all the time. So you can get more sponsors, so you can get more money from advertisers that way. That's the reason why they do it that way, as opposed to having them painted on the field all the time. I mean, you're using technology. I mean, finally using technology for a good thing here. Second and goal from the Toronto 3. Hurry up and just get it in the end zone, for God's sakes, Calgary. Fakes it. Wide open. Touchdown. Walk in the park. They're walking. Look at that. And Jones is just like, nah, it's not that good. And I agree. This is y'all are in for it. Yeah, I agree. Boo. So yeah, but I mean, like, look at that. Wide open. Jason Shiver secondary, folks. Thank you. Snap, hold, kick, and good. 21-6 lead for the Stamps. There it is. There's the official change of the score bug. Sucks because I want to play the Argo touchdown song, but I can't because we haven't scored a touchdown yet. And hate to say it, we might not get one tonight. So, 21-6 lead for the Calgary Stampeders. I'm not surprised with this. Now, if we look, I'm just going to take a quick look at the standings here. With a win, that'll put Calgary at 10-7, tied with the BC Lions. So, like I said, like, this is going to come down. We're coming down to the final week of the season here when it comes to. It's going to come down to the final week of the season to determine where everybody's going to be. Ultimately. And it's going to, I mean, if you're going to be a neutral, I mean, hell, the Argos are going to be the first team to clean out their lockers before the season's even over. Oh, well. Milt Stiegel, I love him as a commentator, but I hated him when we played against him. I absolutely hated it when we played against him. He was that damn good. He was a damn good receiver. Definitely one of my tops of all time. Yeah, yeah. Dedrick Mills did all the work and then just floated it to Jones. All right, kickoff again. Here we go. Looks like McMahon this time taking returning duties, as I don't think we're going to see. I doubt Janarian Grant's going to be with this team next season, if I'm being perfectly honest. And another commercial break. Running low on beer. I should get. Actually, you know what? I'm going to. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get another quick little drinky poo. All right, I'm back. Ugh. There we go. There, a little bit of water. Not really in the mood to get myself completely shit-faced tonight. Besides, I got Grey Cup to do at some point. Milton's awesome as a player, but as a CFL panel, he's one of the best on there besides Jim Barker. You know something? I know there's an awful lot of people who don't like Jim Barker as a panelist. I know an awful lot of people who don't like Jim Barker as a panelist at all. Personally, I mean, take him or leave him, to be honest. I prefer Henoch. But yeah, there you go. I mean, they're showing his resume. They're showing his stats right now. 51-34, 0.600 win percentage. And there's people in Toronto who want him fired. Really? Are you serious? Like, come on, dude's one of the best coaches we've ever had, and and there's dumbasses who want him sacked because of this season. It's not like he lost. It's not like he got pantsed by Hamilton 64-14. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 32. Diggy's still in the game. Finds a check down guy. It'll be oh my God, another fumble. And Calgary recovers. Now, I do have a question. Was he down by contact? Nope, missed again. So, okay, so there's the catch. And, yep, down by contact. So, ball popped loose afterwards. So, in as much as, yeah, he had his knee down before the ball popped loose. But boink, there it is. Balls, and he still got possession at that. Now the ball pops out with his butt on the ground. There we go. It's funny because as someone who's been around the block with the Argos a few times, there's some seasons where we're like a mighty battleship, and other seasons where we're a flaming garbage scow. This season, I think we're a bottomed out submarine that has taken on water after a depth charge hit. Well, that'll be third down, probably 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3 or something like that. Oh no, they got the first. Oh shit. All right, cool. First down, Argos. Poor Spencer Brown nearly rolling on top of Kevin Mittal there. So let's see what we got here. Single. Flushed out of the pocket again is Diggy. He takes off. He's going to run, and he gets close. No. No. We're not the Titanic. Not this season. We didn't hit an iceberg. Like I said, we kind of started the season underwater. That's why I said, well, we definitely are a submarine. That's why we're a submarine. Started the season underwater. All right, second and 2. Second and short. Was that Spencer Brown or Mac Mahan? Spencer Brown, first down. Nice. He does. Don't like the Argos coach. Only just make excuses. Well, here, I don't think it's kind of hard to say because I mean a lot of them are valid. I mean you take a look at the depth chart for this game. Take a look at the injury list. You could field a whole starting lineup just from the injury list. Hey, Daggy finds Herslow, escapes 1, escapes 2, gets a couple more yardage. A couple more yards after that. It'll be second down, though. It looks like second and 1. I mean, now don't get me wrong. He has made some mistakes this season, right? So, and I'm pretty sure he owns that. But I mean, when it comes down to it, the players have to still execute. Players still have to execute, and in some cases they haven't. 3-minute warning upcoming. So we're just going to do this. There we go. Yeah, you'll notice. Yeah, I do. I mean, normally I would use red for that, but today I got to use yellow because, well, because we have a red team on the opposite side. Yeah, like this season is not like this season. I mean, we really had it like our best part of the season was the second third of it, where we ended up kind of going 3-3. True, but look at Winnipeg. They're injured to hell and back, and they're still playing good football. True. But they still have their starting quarterback. They still have their starting running back. They still have the majority of their starting wide receivers. Like we've lost a hell of a lot of guys who should be starting. We lost a hell of a lot. Like there's a hell of a lot of guys who should be starting that have been laid up with injuries. Like for example, Demonte Coxey. He's banged up. I mean. Don't even get me started on Chad Kelly because that's a whole fiasco for a whole other day. But like I said, don't even get me started on it. I'm not going there. I don't want to go there. Is it tropical in the TSN studio right now in Asian Court or what? 2nd and 1 for Toronto. Gonna take off. Oh, hello! Look out! Who is this? Tucker Horn? No, that's Max Duggan. Oh, first down, Argos. Did he take that from the Battlehawks playbook? I mean, that's a big play, and the Argos needed that because it was very clear Diggy wasn't doing the job. But look at that, Duggan just goes right through the hole. Big first down for Toronto, gets to the red zone. Uh-oh. Diggy again just yeets it up there, incomplete. Second down. Okay, so we had a good quarterback for all of one play so far. Yeah. Woo! Well, let's put it this way. Once Liam kicks the field goal, we know it'll be much closer. Bingo, you got nailed. What the hell? Intentional. They got nailed. Really? I thought that was at least just over the line of scrimmage. But anyway, back to the original point. The best teams don't make excuses. The best teams win, and I agree, they do. And that's just goes to show you that Toronto was not the best team this year. And it was very obvious from the start. They didn't field the best, and they obviously this is the result. A more than likely 5-13 season. Yeah, I still haven't tuned the night bot. Sorry. Second down and a mile, and he sacked, and it's for fuck's sakes. Scooped it up. Is it gonna be? Please scoop and score it just to make it funnier. No, Lee scooped it up after he was dropped. Oh, my fucking Lord. Kemp, you're fired. What the fuck was he thinking here? Okay, so all right, don't mind me. Like I said, I'm watching this on my phone. So, Diggy. Oh, for God's sakes. He tied himself up like a bloody pretzel. What the fuck? What the fuck was this? He was losing the control of it anyway. How in the hell? What in the actual fuck was that? Okay, so that wasn't a fumble. They called that intentional grounding, and that's the second intentional grounding penalty that he's gotten. Get him out of there, man. We went from red zone to pretty much almost an unmakeable field goal. What the fuck? It was going to be a 48-yarder that shouldn't have been a 48-yarder. Good God, man. Third and pretty much a distance from Calgary to Edmonton. 47-yard attempt, snap, hold, kick, and wide. And he's gonna a pity. Oh, that's even more insulting. A pity rouge, a pity rouge, a pity rouge. That's insulting. I knew Dave Dickinson is still bitter from 2004, but I didn't think he was that bitter. A fucking pity rouge. Good Lord. Yeah, we know it's another first down, yeah. They're just going to move the ball at will. Hey, you complain about Calgary to Edmonton with what? I don't know what they're planning there. Was it? They're planning high-speed rail. They've been talking about high-speed rail between Windsor and Quebec City for decades. not even a shovel in the ground yet for that. So, yeah. Don't even get me started on that, too. Well, running, play, break, totally, like... it's like watching fucking Gilligan's Island out there. I mean, hell, I could probably get more entertainment out of watching Gilligan's Island than watching this nonsense. Throw. Nice catch. I mean, at least you could say he didn't. At least you could say he didn't go for it all this time, trying to go for the interception. At least that way he's just kind of stopped him where he was. Bang! Nice play by Sluka though. There is 1 minute 30 seconds left to go in the half. Calgary's about to go up 28-7 here. First down, Mills again. It's only a matter of time before they start pulling starters and start playing the scout team here against these Argonauts. Second and goal. Come on, get on with it. By the way, thank you for the compliment of me being funny. Second down. Let's see what we got here. Vernon Adams lobs it out there. Touchdown. Jalen Philpott. Tavares McFadden just a step behind him. It's did I call it? I think I did. and how very topical. Doing the Thriller dance in the end zone. That's topical. Like, that's very topical. Considering we're what? Not even 2 weeks away from Halloween. We're in spooky season, so it makes sense. A Hadouken? Really? A Hadouken? Okay. The Argos are playing like Dan from Street Fighter anyway. Do a Raging Demon and all you do is knock yourself down to make it so one block can kill you. I know that's probably a very obscure Street Fighter reference, but I don't care. I made it. Minute 2 to go. Okay, get out. Derek Parrish is hurt. That's not good. He was actually one of our better. I'm not gonna lie. He was actually one of our better defenders this season. What bright spot. There once my friends with sailor ship. Name Argo O-line. They fumble again and fumble again for a 3 fumble. Snap, hold, kick, good. 28-7 lead for Calgary. Yeah, yeah. Start the Gilligan's Island memes now. Where's a skipper to whomp a dude with a hat? Maybe whomp Daggy with the hat. Might knock some sense into him. So yeah, here's your playoff picture now they're showing. So BC 10-7, Calgary 9-7, more than likely going to be 10-7 after today, and the Bombers are at 9-8. So it could end up being all three. So I think I saw on Twitter that can't remember who, somebody put it up there basically showing how if there would have been like if there was like a 3-way or a 4-way tie for the final playoff spot, how it would all pan out, because honestly, the CFL tiebreaker rules is perfectly fine if it's only 2 teams. Once you get more than that, it gets a hell of a lot more complicated. So, minute 2 to go in the half. Rene Paredes set to kick it off once again. There's a kickoff. And it looks like, yeah, Deontay McMahon to take it. And it gets to about the 36, 37 yard line. And here comes Gilligan. Yeah, I think I'm going to start calling him that. While he's on the team for tonight, I mean, we're going to have... That's the man I want to fucking see. Get Tucker Horn out there, but I don't think we're going to see him until the... We're not going to see him until the second half, I don't think. They're going to give Daggy the... They're going to give Gilligan here to friggin' reins till the end of the half, and that's perfectly fine. Clock's running. Here we go. Daggy back to pass. Looks in... One hopper. It's incomplete. It'll be a second down upcoming. 54 seconds left. You know what? Winnipeg, yeah, I totally agree. I think Winnipeg is going to be a crossover team as well. And to be quite honest, it'd be the first time they will have competed in an East Division playoffs since for a long time. Since I think the last time it was like 2007 or something like that. I remember 2007. It was I remember 2007 Grey Cup. It was Saskatchewan and Winnipeg, and Saskatchewan won that one. So pretty sure they want that again. Daggy back to pass. Launches it. Did he get that? Hurdling Herslow got it again. Old jumping Jake. He got it again. Got it there. First down. Okay, 2011. There you go. Thank you for that. Like, you know, since I got time, I'm going to look it up. Hang on one second here. So, all right, let's see here. Yeah, you're right. 2011. Yeah, they won the East Final over the Ticats, but then lost the Grey Cup to the Lions. Then after that, I think 2012 there was 2013, 2014, yeah. So 2011 was the last time they did it. So you're right. Good call. Second and 10 from the Toronto 49. 43 seconds left. Okay, why is the clock stopped here? I missed something? Oh, okay, so we had an injury here. All right. That's what I missed. All right, here we go. Diggy again. Pocket collapses and just gets absolutely mauled. Fourth sack of the game. The O-line is just getting bullied again and again and again. Completely beat out Ryan Hunter. I'm beginning to think they're going to be moving on from him in the offseason because he's not, like... Yeah, like I said, the O-line hasn't been good, and he hasn't had a good season this year. Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi. John Haggerty back there. As he's just going to run the clock down. Boots it away. And gets taken down. Good coverage there. 7 seconds left to go in the half. I think it's safe to say we can change a score bug to halftime now. We can switch to that because I don't think there's going to be much of anything else. Let's be honest. They're in victory formation. Takes the knee. We're going to do that twice and go to the locker rooms. Yeah, just going to quickly do it, and there it is. So halftime, and oh boy, we kind of expected this. Kind of expected the Argos to get absolutely slapped around. Winnipeg and Saskey being a good... You know what? Like, I think if it became a Winnipeg and Saskatchewan Grey Cup, that would probably be one of the most easiest to predict because I think Saskatchewan would maul them, even Winnipeg being essentially at home. I think Saskatchewan Saskatchewan's had their number all season, and I think they'll just maul them. I mean, at that point, it would probably be the final showdown amongst two of the 3 students of Ricky Ray. So, all right. So, it's halftime. I think it's time for a wee bathroom break. So, go get yourself refreshed. Go get yourself a drink. I will be back. Considering I have a little bit of training to do myself, we'll be back. All right, we're back. Now with an empty bladder. So yeah, I've just been positing to my friends, hey, I can easily say that the good ship Argo is the minnow for this game. I can start. Well, maybe I'll start breaking out into song here. In the town where I was born, do 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 do. Yeah, let's. So, since we're here, I know I'm not sure a lot of people follow the college ranks, but today was the final day of of the uh, the OUA football season, and well, let's put it this way: there was an awful lot of funkiness going on, but at least we know our stand, we know where we stand, and we know who's in the playoffs and who isn't. And let's put it this way: Laurier is still incredibly dominant. They went 8-0 this year. Western going 7-1. Their only loss to the aforementioned Golden Hawks. And holy cow, did they kill them? They annihilated them. It was like, what was it, like 60-14 or something like that? Let me just pull. I'm just pulling this up here. Where is it? Where are you? Yeah, 60-13, the final score. Laurier absolutely killed him. So, yeah, that was a massive game for them. Windsor and Queens, both sitting at 5-3. Ottawa and Mac both sitting at 4-4. Guelph and Carleton sitting at 3-5, but Guelph gets a tiebreaker due to the point differential, and then Waterloo, York, and Toronto, all not in it. Now, I honestly thought that U of T was actually going to do a lot better this season. I'll be honest, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. I mean, I think they had one good game, but they lost like 2 or 3 consecutive in overtime. So, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure they'll do better next year. I mean, let's put it this way: they beat Carleton 42-23, and then after that it was just, yeah, let's see, 26-23. Waterloo beat them final in overtime. Then the next game was 35-16. Mac beat them. Then what's another one here? Oh, hang on, skip September. Sorry. Yeah, 33-32. York beat them in overtime. And that was another overtime game. And then Queens obliterated them 44-6. And so, like I said, I thought U of T was going to do better. I honestly thought U of T was going to do better this year, but no, that's not the case. So, how the Yates Cup works? Top 7 go through to the playoffs. Number 1 seed gets a bye into the semifinals. And basically, it's the lower seed at upper seed. So in this case, Guelph will be going to London to play Western. Ottawa goes to Windsor, and McMaster goes out to Kingston to play Queens. So, and then basically whoever the lowest out of those guys, the lowest seed will then play against Laurier in the semifinals. So. And then obviously the winner of that goes through to the final, and then the winner of the Yates Cup goes through to play the Canada West team in the Mitchell Bowl. And that's essentially the national semifinal. before they play the Vanier in Regina this year. And they just had a little bit of a promo for Calgary's Grey Cup next year, 2026. A year where I'm going to have to break out my 2015 my 2015 outfit. Shout out to my buddy Vince. It's been a long 3. I posted that on Blue Sky saying, does anyone else feel like the good ship Argos a minnow? No, just me. Okay, and he goes, it's been a long 3-hour tour, has it? Sure feels that way. So yeah, we're still in halftime, but I think we're just about to get back. It's been a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. So the wind started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If it weren't for the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. Still in commercial. Gonna be getting back to it at some point. Hurry up, let's get this over with, for God's sake. Oh, that reminds me. Let's check something. Oops, hang on. Okay.
Last half of football for you guys. What are you trying to do? Did you guys have a conversation in the locker room or anything like that?
Let's go. Tucker Horn's coming in. Earlier than originally thought. Well, geez. Well, I think it's right on the money where it needs to be. I think it's right on the money where he needs to be because Daggy simply just isn't doing it out there. All right. Adjust the score bug here. It's now the third quarter. More Argos football to come. The final 30 minutes of the Toronto Argonauts season. Let's go, Argos. Once more unto the breach. Kicking off. There's the kickoff, and we're underway in the third quarter. And it goes straight out of bounds, and and that's an illegal kick That's an illegal kick, so the Calgary will start this half on the probably, I think it's like the 45 or something like that. I'm surprised they're going to keep Vernon Adams in this game, but I guess they really want to cement the victory before they pull him, and I don't blame them for doing it. That bitter bitch, Dave Dickinson. Yeah, go figure. I called Dave Dickinson bitter, and I know Scott Milanovic is petty. So, but I mean, Vernon Adams hasn't had to do much. We're starting it off with the run again. Dietrich Mills again, another first down. Not surprised. I mean, when you don't have Wynton McManus back there, and you don't have and you don't necessarily have your best guys in there, you can just run roughshod, and that's exactly what they're doing. Argos' run defense has been suspect all season, and I mean, right now the Argos are acting like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. But keep racking those points up because I'm glad I picked them this week. First down again. On the flat. Nobody covering them again, and it'll be another first down. I'm not surprised here. The other Philpott that I don't like. And I mean, you need to have the tackle back there. You need to have the tackle back there, guys. So they're into Toronto territory. First and 10 Calgary. Clock ticking down. And it gives it to Mills again, who just absolutely is bullying now both sides of the ball for the Argos are just getting absolutely manhandled tonight. I mean, this is just. I mean, look at. Oh my God! Look at the hole. Look at the hole. Oh my God! You could put a train through that hole. Second and 1. Sorry. Mills again. Easy for him for the first down. Calgary is moving the ball efficiently here on the ground. You don't necessarily need Vernon Adams throwing the ball when you've got Dietrich Mills just bullying the defense. It just seems like every single problem that Toronto has had this season is being absolutely exposed here by Calgary. Okay, Calgary was a little bit lucky there. A little bit lucky on that one. Here's why. So there's the pass. See Willie Drew. You see Willie Drew there? If he had timed that one right, he would have got it and he would have been gone. But I mean, chalk that up to inexperience. That's going to happen. 2nd and 3, Calgary in the red zone now. Clock ticking away. It's 11:27 to go in the third. Once again, Vernon Adams back to pass. He's going to go for the end zone here in triple coverage. Yeah, they're going to call that PI all day. 2 flags thrown there. That's going to be PI. Ball at the 1 first. Okay, let me get the just get the score bug ready to change the score now. Once again, this is like right there. Yeah. It's like, you dummy. So first and goal on the 1. Mills. Touchdown. I mean, you gotta give it. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Diedrich here. Oh, I'm gonna give it to him here. Great second effort to get that touchdown. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad anymore. I would have been, but there's no point in me getting mad because this has been the Argos all season. Snap, hold, kick, and good. So 35-7 lead for the Calgary Stampeders. They are well on their way. Well on their way. Oh, boy. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind me. This is just an utter shit show. All right. Yeah. So, now here's a question. Are we going to see a touchdown with Tucker Horn under center now? Or is he at least, or maybe he at least moves the ball? As opposed to, going backwards from the red zone? It's McMahon again. Gets to the 35. Might be coming back a little bit because of a penalty. I saw a flag fly. And here we go. Tucker Horn takes the field for the first time. Even though last week he was only in for like maybe a play or two. Now he's gonna be able to run this defense the way he wants. Or not. He was coming out. He's not going back to the sideline. What's going on? Are they going to get a re-kick here? What's the deal? Come on, ref. Two fouls. Offside Calgary on the kickoff. And then holding Toronto. So they're just going to... So they're going to re-kick it? All right. Apparently they're going to try and dry. So that would be a net... Well, I mean, they're going to re-kick it. So it's like it's going to be... I don't know. I don't know. It would have been... Based on the penalties, it might have been a net... Would have been a net 5 against Toronto, but... So, 10:44 to go. Yeah, they moved up. They moved up a couple of yards. 1-9 when trailing at the half. And right there, muffed. And what was that? McMahon again muffing the kick, and just gets dropped, roughly in about the same spot as if they were to have from the original kick anyway. So Tucker Horn, we're finally going to see Tucker Horn here. 1st and 10, Toronto. Ball at the 36. So yeah, that's pretty much where McMahon got it the first time. So what was the point of the re-kick? Anyway. Let's see what this young man can do. Hopefully it'll be something good. Receivers in motion. And it's... Gave it to Spencer Brown, who went absolutely nowhere with it. It'll be second down now. I mean, it's going to be one of those things where so there's a fake, and I mean, yeah, he's excited. He's excited to play. I don't blame him. 2nd down and 10, Toronto. What do we got here? So back to pass. Throws it over the middle, finds a man. But he's going to be well short of the first. Finds the Brissett. He'll be well short of the first down. I mean, at least he got a completion out of it. Still better than what Daigie's been doing. For the most part, anyway. Aussie. Oi. John Haggerty out there. 3rd and 4. 9 minutes to go in the third. So punts a nice kick to the 6. Nice little move here. Gets it to just out, looks like around the 17-yard line. Nice little beauty shot of downtown Calgary. I've been there. It's, like I said, it's not bad. I've been to much worse cities. Just saying. But, yeah. Just acting like it's Gilligan's Island here. We can start making a life raft out of a bunch of coconuts. So here the on hold music on CFL Plus. hope you guys didn't hear that. That was a good one. Oops. I just expressed my thoughts about how the Argos were doing in this game. Yeah. Oh, the NFL is still out there? Still in London? Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Whatever, I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna be watching it. All right, here we go. So, Calgary from their own 17-yard line. A 35-7 lead. And Adams throws it, finds a man, easy first down. Phil Pot again. Things are just going from worse to mince. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They've been mince from the start. Yeah. You're still bitter because you lost in 2004 to the Argos. Whatever. That's why you've still got everybody in this game. You're trying to make a point. You're trying to make a statement. In 21 years, let it go, brother. Oh, we got a bunny. Bunny in the end zone. And look at that. At least that's funny how the rabbit simply just escapes. That's funny. Oh, did I mention about the time I actually saw Gaynor outside of Mosaic Stadium? Yeah, that was funny. He was just standing there, and we finally get to him. It's a sack. Sackaroo! Aaron Casey. There's a guy who I think has got a bright future for Toronto. Aaron Casey. He's been in some good game, not necessarily, well, I would say not necessarily game changing, but at least slight momentum shifting plays for Toronto. I think he'll be one to watch for next season. I honestly think that. So it'll be third and 16 now. 6:34 to go. Punted away. Janarian Grant underneath it. Just kind of just bibbing and bobbing all there, just getting to roughly the 46-yard line. Aaron Casey just comes through and just gets to Vernon Adams. That's the first sack of the game for Toronto. It's about time, boys. All right, so Oh, they just showed Papa Nicastro in the stands. Back from commercial. Let's see here. So Argos, 1st and 10. Throws it out there. Finds a man. And he doesn't get... He gets about 5 yards on it. But what the... Did I just see 2 guys flying out there? I swear I thought I saw 2 guys flying, like just flying into each other. 2nd and 6. They're at the Toronto 50. Things are going to be interesting next year with the automatic play clock. Still like to know how that's going to work for the 3-minute warning. Horn looks and it picked off. Another interception. I think that's the 4th turnover, the 2nd turnover. I thought it was the 4th turnover of the game. You can tell he's not happy with it, but so when you had a big lineman in your face, there's not much you can do about it. He kind of one of those things where he kind of had to eat. I would have honestly tuck it, eat the sack, but whatever. Say, Levy. This is a good way for the good ship Argo to go out. It's kind of like how can I put this? Anyone ever see that Bugs Bunny cartoon Mutiny on the Bunny? It's the one where Bugs Bunny is pestering Yosemite Sam on a big tall ship, and he basically forced him to fire a cannon into the deck a couple of times to cause the ship to sink. Yeah, that's how I feel right now with this game. Where Bugs Bunny is Calgary's Jackrabbit, he's going around making us look like fucking Yosemite Sam out there blowing holes in our own ship with our own cannons. It's a funny ass cartoon though. And Dietrich Mills going to add to his totals here tonight. Oh, I should mention. I forgot I had I had Dietrich Mills as my running back. He's got 25.6 points so far in fantasy. I honestly took the Calgary defense, Vernon Adams, Dietrich Mills, and Jalen Philpott. I loaded up with Calgary this week because I knew the Argos were going to be mince. How bad is that? If Calgary had a second running back, I would have taken them too. Nope. That's not the case. So, 1st and 10 Calgary. Adams back to pass. He escapes. And he gets a first down and then some. First down for Calgary as Vernon Adams uses his legs for a change. Okay, they really need to change the shade of pink that they have on the... Vernon Adams really needs to change the shade of pink that he has on his towel because I thought that was something else. Don't ask me what. Less than 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 Calgary on the Toronto 35-yard line. Gives it to Dietrich Mills again. This time he gets stuffed after maybe about a yard. It'll be a 2nd down upcoming. This team. Oh, the Argos are so mince. Utter mince. I wanted to see this team off its style. I was actually hoping to... 6 for 9 on 2nd down. Yeah, that's because you haven't been to 2nd down that much tonight. Vernon Adams back to pass. Looking around. He's got time to read War and Peace back there, but he gets swarmed. Gets taken down Buy a couple of the big boys. And, oh, that's not good. Vernon Adams has got a little bit of a limp now. That's not a good sign if you're Calgary. Personally, it's like what? Like I still on. Kind of see where his leg kind of. Kind of need you for the playoff drive there, bud. Rennie Paredes coming in for his first kick here. Snap, hold, kick, and good. Only just, but good enough. 38-7 lead for the Calgary Stampeders. At some point, you'd have to figure Dave Dickinson would be pulling his starters. You would have to figure at some point. Okay, they're showing a thing here now for the Red Blacks and Tiger Cats. Next week, that is pretty much going to be for the East Division crown. If Hamilton beats Ottawa next week, which is, well, considering the way Ottawa has been playing, very likely, Hamilton with the win will clinch the East, will host the East final. If they lose, then it's up to Montreal. Horn back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it. There's going to be a holding call here against Toronto. Time ticking away. It's 2:29 to go in the third quarter. Argos, just not. Like I said, they're mince. Actually, I wasn't even in the mood to get that drunk. I have another beer standing by, but I don't feel like drinking it. How bad is that? Oh. Okay, penalty. Oh, illegal contact on a receiver by Calgary. Okay, I thought it was going to be a holding call against Toronto, because it usually is. So Toronto keeps the ball. They're on their own 50-yard line here. So, empty backfield. Back to pass. Gets smoked as he threw it, but he's got the ball away to Spencer Brown. He gains about maybe 4 yards on that. So it'll be second down upcoming and 6. I mean, he took a good shot. He took a good pop there when he threw the ball. Holy cow. Took a really good pop. Yeah, I'm not going to sing that. Second down and 6. Let's see what we get here. So single back. Horn back to pass. Throws it up. In cover. Oh my goodness. Herslow had to kind of... What the hell was Herslow doing there? It looked like he was reaching like full arched backwards. Like, looked like he was dolphin diving to get it. Didn't come up with it though. Third down upcoming from the... And yeah, there's going to be a punt here. So here's a replay. So he was one-on-one with Robinson, and it went off in what could only be summed up in as our season. It went off his dome. The ball went right off his bucket. So Haggerty punting the ball, line drive kick. Well, back up, boys, back up, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 18. So half decent kick there. Half decent punt for Haggerty. So minute 1 to go in the third quarter. But I think the biggest issue is going to be here. I don't think Vernon Adams is going to stay in this game. He shouldn't stay in this game. I mean, you can tell, and looks like he's favoring his hamstring or his hip. At least that's what we see from the replay here. So I have Love is coming in. What's his name? Josh Love First-year quarterback out of San Jose State. Okay. Let's see how much he can tear up the Argos. Empty, well, not an empty bag, but oh my God. He was swarmed by the defense and he got the ball away. It's still going to be a first down for Calgary. Finds Philpott once again. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Calgary fans saying you should have put Love in much earlier than you did. But I'm just going to say this again. Dave Dickinson is a very bitter man. He's still bitter about losing to the Argos back in 2004. And I think wasn't he coach in 2017 as well? So he's bitter because he was a player. I believe, I could be wrong here, but let me just confirm something here. Oh yeah, 2012 and 2017. 2012 as an offensive coordinator. 2017 as a head coach. So yeah, I could see the reason why he's a very bitter man. I could see the reason why. He's a very, very bitter man. 1 second left to go in the third quarter. We have a flag on the play here. Looks like, I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not even paying attention anymore, to be perfectly honest. Oh yeah, there's Vernon Adams getting checked out. He's getting ice put on his hip here. Illegal block by Calgary. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Let's go. So Vernon Adams, I picked the wrong guy as my captain today. Went with Vernon Adams as my captain. He's got 43.2 points as a captain. Should have went with Dedrick Mills. So, final play of the third quarter. It's 1st and 20 for Calgary. Empty backfield for Josh Love. Throws it. Incomplete. That ball was a bit of a bullet, too. So, that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Gonna move. The home side leads it by a significant margin. But I think the biggest story here is why didn't they pull old what's-his-nuts? Why didn't they pull old what's-his-nuts earlier? One more quarter of football to go. One more time. Once more unto the breach. It's like, they're talking about they should have pulled VA earlier, and I agree, they should have totally pulled him much earlier than that, much earlier than they did. But like I said, Dave Dickinson is a very bitter man. All right. Back into it for one final quarter of the game. 2nd and 20 for Calgary. Love finds a man, but he's at least 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd down, and the punt team is coming out. One more quarter of... So yeah, this game is over. There's no... I mean, the Argos aren't coming back from... If the Argos managed to pull off a miracle here and come back, it's not going to matter anyway. Ultimately, in the end, it's not going to matter. Like, the whole point of this was just to be evaluation game 2. So, Janarian Grant picks up the punt. He's circling all the way around here. Hang on a second. Look at... Oh, hang on. To the 50, to the 35. Whoa! Hold on! He got fucking... That one, yeah, you're going to get called for that one, bud. That was ridiculous. What the fuck was that? Yeah, very clearly that was a face mask. Thanks for the extra 15 yards, dumbass. But still, like, what the fuck? You could tell, like, and he kicked him in the head on the way down too. What the hell? Like, right there, like, come on. Like, now you're gonna start now Calgary's gonna start fucking hammer throwing too. Man, y'all are very petty. Tucker Horn's still in this game. Tucker Horn's still in the game. From the Calgary 28, so we actually have a chance here. Horn, back to pass. Kevin Mittal. It's caught up, and it'll be 2nd down upcoming. Gets to about the 25. It's to about the 25-yard line, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're going to be seeing much here. But you never know. 2nd and 7 from the Calgary 25-yard line. 13 minutes mark to go. 2nd and 7. Tucker Horn. Little floater, and nobody got it. It'll be incomplete. And no doubt Liram Hajrullahu is going to come out here to kick a field goal. Or is he going to stay, or are they going to keep him in the game? I mean, I can honestly see them go. I mean, like I said, this game doesn't matter anymore. Let's be honest. The game doesn't matter, so it looks like they're going to keep him in. Looks like Tucker Horn is going to run this for one more play here. Looking 3rd and 7. Horn back to pass. Launches it deep. Look at end zone. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Looking for Mackay Poke. So, 3rd turnover of the game. Just show. Honestly, not surprised. That shows me forgetting the touchdown song ready. Not much left to go before I can start memeing on everybody else. right. Can't have that. Turn that down. More and more and more. So Calgary's going to take over here. 12:25 to go. Calgary takes over from their own 25-yard line after the Argos went 3 and out. Shovel pass to number 28 on Calgary. I'm pretty sure they're pulling their starters now. I mean, it's fourth quarter. There was no point in getting hurt. But we have a guy who is hurt. Looks like, because I'm seeing people getting waved over. Here's the thing, like Cameron Judge, he came back to the team this year, had a lot to prove, and I actually thought he had a half decent season, if I'm being honest. I mean, I think he's got to be someone who's going to anchor that core next year. I've no doubt about it, because I don't know if Wynton McManus is going to. I don't know if he's going to retire or possibly more. Who knows? 2nd and 13 now. 11:52 to go in the game. I gotta turn the volume back up now. There's no copyrighted music. I mean, 78 tackles, 6 for loss, and I mean, I thought Cameron Judge did very, very well this season. I honestly thought he did. But anyway, back to pass. Launching it deep as love. Oh, what a catch. What a catch. 1st and 10. Right to Philpott again. So glad it took him too in fantasy this week. I mean, yeah, Philpott's got 22.7 points this week so far. And there's still plenty of game left to play. From the Toronto, now flip the field instantly with that. 1st and 10 from the Toronto 38. All I gotta say is that if Love pants us, looks like, hang on. It'll be 2nd down upcoming here. Not even getting, maybe got a yard or two off of that. Another one of those plays where he could have been, where if he got picked off, he would have been gone. Love the fact that Cameron Judge is wearing the wearing the stuff from wearing the 2016 to 2017. Wearing the stuff from the last time he was here. Glad to see he could break that stuff out of his closet. 2nd and 9 from the Toronto 37. Love again airing it out. Looking man on man. Incomplete pass. Benji Franklin saying no, sir. And that'll be a 3rd down upcoming. And he is slow to get up. Who was that? Damian Alford, slow to get up after that. I think he probably got the wind. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him on that one. Looks like he kind of did like the... you guys ever watch AEW, the Samoa Joe Nope? The Samoa Joe Nope spot? One guy actually was like, what the hell? As he flies off. Yeah, nah, he didn't. That happened. 3rd and 9. Rennie Paredes out there to make this a 41-point game. Snap, hold, kick, and straight through, as if there were straight through the uprights. 41-7 lead. I think, you know what? Hang on. I got to look something up here really quick, because I think I could be wrong on this one. But I think this so far has been, or this is going to be, Ryan Dinwiddie's worst loss ever. I think. I'm more than likely wrong on that, though. 44-3. It is currently... Okay, so... Alright, so it looks like his worst loss ever was against BC back in 2022. Yeah, that 2022. That's 44-3. It's his worst loss. It's definitely the worst loss we've had against Calgary in quite some time. Yeah, so this is pretty close to the worst loss he suffered. Probably the second worst loss that he suffered. So and the thing is, there's still more game to play. That's what's even worse. Still way more game to play here. So Calgary could put a 50 burger on us. Or get pretty darn close to it. Well, they're showing the jackrabbit in the end zone again. Before he escaped. All right, Toronto taking over from their own 40. Sweep to Herslow gains about 4 yards. It'll be a second down upcoming. 9:15 to go. All I gotta say is, please hurry the fuck up, time. I kind of want to fucking get out of here. I'm gonna be a flag. There's a flag on this play here. It's against Toronto, holding Toronto. We're going to give him a 10-yard penalty, repeat second down. All right, 2nd and 16 now. You really don't need to make any noise, Calgary. It's not going to matter. Let's face it. Is that Max Duggan in the game? Yes, it is. And it'll be a 3rd down. Not surprised. So Argo's going to kick it away here. 8:06 to go. 3rd and 11 for Toronto. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Like I said, I don't think we're going to hear that chant much anymore. Depending on what happens in the offseason. Oh my God, it was blocked. So they're going to give Attack an extra 15 back on that. Is it time for me to break out the harder stuff? Nah. Like I said, the season's over. I don't give a shit. So, just to put an exclamation point on this, the punt was blocked. Nice. We could see a 50 burger here. We could see a 50 burger here. And quite frankly, this team will have earned it. do something really quick here. Don't mind me. Turn my mic off for a second. Don't mind me. So, if you put this into Latin, it's pretty much the motto on the coat of arms for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's semper est annus proximus. There's always next year. That is in a scroll on the coat of arms for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am positive of it. And the way I look at it, if the Argos are going to, oh wait, I forgot to update the score. If the Argos are going to sacrifice themselves for the Blue Jays to make the World Series, I'm all for it. Oh, almost caught it. It's incomplete though. It'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the first turnover of the game. You know, I think I should just call it early, but I'm not gonna call it early. I don't care. The whole point is like I know it's, yeah. You guys can just watch my soul leave me. So Calgary takes over from the Toronto 48-yard line, instant field position. He actually got caught. Tyshawn Blackburn with the tackle there. It'll be second down. So, second down at 5. 4 minutes to go in the season for Toronto. Well, and nobody home, incomplete pass. So it'll be third down. Kick is up, and it is well wide. Janarian Grant is going to take it out. He's got no help at all. Just go down, Janarian. So prevents the single. Rennie Paredes, a very rare miss for that young man. 3:27 to go in the season. I have a lot of respect for you for not ending the stream because I would have. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the whole point of my channel is that, Toronto Argonauts football, CFL as a whole, mainly Toronto though, and because there isn't really a lot of voices out there, and sometimes I feel like this is a good outlet for me, because I also part-time host the Argos Fancast, and hang on, we got a pass here to Kevin Mattal. Gets out to the 10-yard line. Argos, mind you, are starting at the 6. So, coming up to the 3-minute warning, finally. Jesus, this has been one slog ass of a game, I can tell you that much. 2nd and 6. I mean, you take a look at, if you're Coach Dinwiddie, you're pretty much making a list of people you're cutting right now. And basically you're going to be given a list to, given a list of Pinball saying, this is what we need. And I'm pretty sure Pinner sees it as like, yes, I think I know exactly what you want. So, there's Duggan. Ho! First down, Toronto. Using his legs and we're at the 3-minute warning. 2 minutes and 38. 3-minute warning. It's almost done, folks. We're almost done, folks. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, there we go. Finally, they're coming up. That's not what I want. Yeah, I'll do that later. We're almost there. Almost there, folks. Now, to be quite honest, my record in these streams, I think it's like 1 win and, well, this is going to be, I think, my 5th loss doing these streams. The only win coming last year in the East Final. And Chad Kelly broke his leg in that game and hasn't returned to the field since. So, yeah, there's the Week 21 schedule. I think, well, obviously Red Blacks and Tiger Cats is going to be one to watch because Hamilton clinched the East Division with that game. If they lose, then it falls to Alouettes and Bombers on the Saturday. Stamps and Elks, and then Lions and Rough Riders. Everything's all up for grabs still. We know which teams are in it, but we don't know where those teams are going to be. Dejon Brissett getting close to a first down. 2:27 to go in the season for Toronto. They're going to finish at 5-13. Now, like I said before, Ottawa has cinched the number 1 draft pick next in the 2026 draft. Toronto's going to get number 2, and Edmonton is going to get number 3. From second and short. Oh boy, what a run that was for Max Duggan. What a run. Like, he only needed 1 yard, and he got, like, almost 5. Still got a long field, but it'd be nice just to get 1 touchdown, please, guys. 1 would be nice. Spencer Brown got maybe 3 yards on that. 2:13 to go in the season. They take a look at my fantasy points. And Spencer Brown's got 7 points. I actually earned 128 points this week in fantasy. That's not bad. Herslow getting DDT'd by Derek Moncrief there. Minute 56 to go in the season now. Be 3rd and inches, so let's see what happens here. Everybody jumps. It'll be first down. It'll be a first down for Toronto. At least it should be. It is. It looks like it's a first down. Fucking well better be a first down. Minute 56 to go in the season for Toronto. It is Calgary's destroyed them. And I mean, like, this is one of Ryan Dinwiddie's worst ever losses. One of his worst ever. Not the worst ever, but pretty darn close. And oh, hang on. That's probably offsides on Calgary there. It usually is. There you go. There's Calgary number 90. He gets nailed for offside. First down, Toronto. Yeah, so TSN's just talking about the success of Ryan Dinwiddie. And like I said, people want... I don't get why... There are a lot of dumb people on Facebook that want to see him fired. Like, to me, like, he's earned... Like, 2 cups in 3 years, he's earned a little bit of slack. Let's put it that way. Not even a good throw. Incomplete pass, second down. And I mean, like I said, and basically, like, yeah, like Argo, like, I'm not on Facebook anymore. It's a bit of a cesspool, but I still have people who go on there and basically tell me what the hell's going on. And I'm like, these people are morons. It's like imagine if you will a proper fan run team where everybody gets a say in personnel decisions. Dude, we would be the worst team in history. 2nd and 10 finds Kevin Mittal. He'll be short. It'll be 3rd and looks like 3 or 4 with a minute 40 to go in the season. Argos playing. It looks like Argos kind of playing tempo here a little bit, which makes no fucking sense. Yeah, you see. All right, back to pass again. Oh, he actually got him. He actually got Mittal again. It'll be another first down for Toronto, and this time now they're in Calgary territory. Max Duggan is moving this ball. Oh! You see, that's the thing. If I ever wanted to have like a historical jersey collection based on professional wrestlers, yeah, his would be on there. And bullet pass looking for Herslow, who's looking for a penalty flag. He's not going to get one. Second down. I mean, think about it. Like a celebrities and professional wrestlers jersey collection. Like, I know I would have a Carl Weathers BC jersey, Jim Duggan Argo jersey, Lex Luger Alouette jersey, so on and so forth. That's what I'm talking about. Got to talk about something here, because what I'm seeing on the field is utter shit. Time running down. $1:19 to go in the season. Max Duggan back to pass. 2nd and 10. Airs it out. Finds a wide open Jake Herslow. There's the hurdle. Hurdle and Herslow. Gets to the 20. First down and then some for Toronto. But we finally see Hurdle and Herslow once again. And this time he didn't take a headshot or didn't get knocked down. He was actually hurdled pretty good. Bloing, there it is. There it is again. Bloing. I mean, come on, you gotta keep this guy. We have to keep him. He's a name you can build the team around. Minute 2 to go. Is Dickinson actually going to challenge that? Come on, don't be a dick. Oh, he is going to be a dick. But I mean, I think he might have a case here. I think he might have something here. So outside of it. Nice dive, Junior. Well, but to be quite, I mean, is the command center going to have a little bit of sympathy? Is the command center going to have a little bit of sympathy for us? There's 67 seconds left in the season. We trail by 30 plus points. Don't be like that, you bitter twat. That's all I'm going to say. A buddy of mine just put it perfectly. Plug your ears, kids. Dave Dickinson is a cunt. I still think the command center just needs to be given, like, they just need to, honestly, like, just give it to him. Just tell him to get stuffed, please. No sympathy at all. Yeah, fuck Dave Dickinson, fuck you, you bitter cunt. So Scott Milanovic, who's petty, who's a petty bitch. Dave Dickinson is now, from what I can tell, is a very bitter cunt. What else have we got to do? Anyway, 2nd and 20 now for Toronto from their own 51. It's 67 seconds left. Duggan back to pass. Launches it deep. Nice! Finds Herzlow again. It'll be a big first down there. This time there's no ambiguity on that one. Maverick, welcome to the show. Haven't missed much. Be thankful you missed this one. I'll be honest. It's just been me swearing the whole... I haven't been swearing the whole time. I've only been swearing recently because we saw Hurdle and Herzlow and it got called back because Dave Dickinson is a bitter cunt. Anyway, 59 seconds left to go in the football season. Max Duggan, who is in a quarterback, he's back to pass. Finds Spencer Brown over the middle. Gets tripped up, probably close to a first down. 51 seconds remain in the 2025 season for the Toronto Argonauts. Was Herzlow John the Calgary bench there a little bit? I hope he was. 2nd and 1. Duggan flushed out. In trouble. Just leg it out, son. Just leg it out. Gets the first with 40 seconds left. Clock is going to be running. It'll be first down again. 39 seconds remain. The clock will be running the second the referee blows it in. From the Calgary 12-yard line. Are we actually going to get a touchdown here? Are we actually going to get a touchdown here? I sure hope ya. Over the middle. Spencer Brown. 10, 5, touchdown! Yes! We're going to trim the lead to 30. There's my boys that made it the trip out there. Very, very... We finally got it. Spencer Brown getting a I got oddly enough I have him in fantasy too. Hang on, let me just check my settings here. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Let's see if this works. No, it's not working. Hang on one second. Hang on. Hang on. Where is it? Where the hell is it? How is it? Here we go. Go figure on that. But, well, you know what? Hey, since we've got at least one touchdown here, let's give her.
Go, Toronto Argos, go, go, go. Go together, fight the foe, foe, foe. Scoring touchdowns for the blue on blue. The Argos will win for you. Full of fight and courage, you can't stop. They pile up the points until they reach the top. Pull together till the gray comes one. Go Argos, go Toronto, go. Go Argos, go, go, go.
For the final time in 2025. Nice coverage there. Nice coverage there to... I've just got to adjust the score bug here. There we go. So needless to say, like, the game is over, but hey, at least we got one touchdown out of it. We got one touchdown out of it, and that's all that fucking matters. And it was a passing touchdown by, of all people, Max Duggan. I think Calgary's going into victory formation, so yeah, that's it. That'll do it. That'll do it. So there we go. The final score, not the worst loss ever, but not exactly a good one. So there's still more CFL football to come, but the Argos won't be featured. So I'm just going to take one very quick look here at the stats for this game because, well, it's all over. It's all over now, but now, all I got to say, I mean, VA had a hell, let's put it this way. Here's your stats for Toronto. Jarrett Doege, 15 for 19, 119 yards and an interception. Max Duggan, 13 for 16 for 109 yards and a touchdown. And then Tucker Horn, 4 for 8, 18 yards and an interception. When it comes to running, Max Duggan, top quarterback rushing, 4 carries for 45 yards. Jarrett Doege had 2 carries for 9. The rushers didn't do sweet fuck all. Receiving, Jake Herslow, 7 for 11, 92 yards. Kevin Mittal was 10 for 12 for 69. Spencer Brown, 8 for 9, 39 yards and a touchdown. So on and so forth. On defense, Isaac Darkangelo, top tackler, with seven tackles. Derek Parrish with 5. Derek Sluka and Benji Franklin both with 4. Tavares McMadden, 3. Willie Drew, Joe Wallace, Delonte Hood with 2. Aaron Casey, Ricky Correa, DeMarcus Johnson, Spencer Brown, Tyshawn Blackburn, Brandon Dozier, and Cameron Judge, all with a single. When it comes to anything else, when it comes to sacks, Joe Wallace and Aaron Casey both had sacks. No, and then Isaac Darkangelo, 2 tackles for loss. Liam Hirelaw, who uncharacteristically went 2 for 4, his longest being 56, and a single. John Haggerty, 5 punts, 44.6 yard average. Punt returns, not much. And then kickoffs, they had Alfredo Lozada, I think, or Lozado. Or Gachuz, sorry. Either way, the Mexican kicker that we took first in the global draft, he did 2 kickoffs for 128 yards, average of 64, his longest 66. Calgary, well, let's face it. Vernon Adams Jr. didn't have to do much. 12 for 14, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns. Josh Love came in 5 for 8, 67 yards. Dedrick Mills, 14 carries for 115 yards and a touchdown. And then he was also 2 for 3 through the air as well with 62 yards. Jalen Philpott, absolutely perfect. 6 for 6, 98 yards and a touchdown. Dominique Grimes, 1 for 3, the one being 55 yards. 31 yards after catch with a touchdown. Tevin Jones, 2 for 2 for 27 yards and also a touchdown. The defense just feasted. I mean, let's put it this way. Bailey Devine Scott, 5 tackles and a sack. Sean Peterson Jr., 2 tackles and a sack. And then you had Godfrey Onyeka with a pick. Adrian Green with a pick 6 to start the game. That was pretty much the tone setter. Rennie Paredes, 3 for 4. 3 for 4 with his longest being 49. But that, unfortunately, is it, folks. Like, that's the Argos in 2025, all said and done. All done and dusted. But now, if you're looking for an upon sober review, well, you're not going to get one for this game because, well, we all saw it. We all see it. There's a scoreboard right there. There's a score bug, 44-13, the final. This was very much evaluation day. I've seen enough out of Jared Dagey to never want to see him in double blue ever again. Although Max Duggan does show he shows prom. Max Duggan shows promise. Tucker Horn is still a work in progress in my opinion, but Jared Dagey, he's had enough chances. Get him the fuck out of this league. The offensive line needs an overhaul now. The defensive line is okay. Minor tweaks here or there. They're going to have some questions at linebacker, though. Secondary, Jason Shivers, send Jason Shivers off fire him out of the cannon at BMO Field right into the lake. Because it's his secondary scheme. This isn't Kevin Iban's secondary scheme. This is the hallmark of Jason Shivers right here. So yeah. Will I be covering the playoffs? You'll see the elimination clips pop up on here, and speaking of which, I will be doing one final live stream. I'll be doing one final live stream, and that'll be for the 112th Grey Cup coming up on November the 16th. Basically, I will be in Winnipeg from Thursday to Sunday morning, and then I basically come home Sunday morning, come back to here, probably have a nap because I'm going to need it, and then wake up and then then live stream the actual game itself to close out the CFL season. But you'll still be seeing my little elimination clips that I've put up that I've been doing this year. And I'll put them up again just to show everybody again. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I will play those clips for one final time, or at least the Edmonton eliminated clip. I'll do that because you know what, do all three. Screw it, because we all saw that Calgary qualified yesterday, and Winnipeg qualified yesterday. So we will put those up. Just give me 1 second here as I get everything all queued up. And then we'll there we go. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds here. Just bear with me for a second. Let's get everything all set up here. And one more. If I can find, there it is. Okay, so got that all set up. All right, so let's put these clips up. So I'm going to play these one last time. So Play these once again, and like I said, I'll be putting these. I'll still be doing these clips up. Probably not going to hear much from me, but I'm going to be doing also a full upon sober review of the 2025 season. Basically, what the hell went wrong, etc. That might take a little bit of time, but to be quite honest, let's see. I got 3 weeks. I've got 3 weeks to do it essentially because I got week 21 coming up. Wait, just pay attention to the shorts if anything comes up there. And then we got semifinal week and then finals week and then obviously the Grey Cup. So my Grey Cup eventually will probably going to be all done in shorts, so keep an eye on that. But anyway, before we gonna play the clips one last time. Well, not one last time here, and enjoy. And that'll do that. Well, all I gotta say to everyone here is thanks a lot for joining me this season. I know it wasn't what we wanted. I know I wanted to keep this going for at least another little while, but that's football. Like I said, the good ship Argos. Sometimes you're a mighty battleship. Other seasons, you're a flaming garbage scow. And this season, we're just a submarine that took a depth charge and took on water right away. We started the season underwater, and we just kept on going. So that's pretty much going to do it for me. But don't worry, I've still got some more content coming up. Even though my team is out, I've still got the 2025 post-mortem video to do, the upon sober review of that. Grey Cup preview show is going to come up. And then lastly, the final live stream of the season and the final video I'm going to do this season, the 2025 Grey Cup. So that's pretty much it. And for the upcoming schedule, that's pretty much going to do it for me here as well, folks. Thank you very much for joining me this season. I will see you all again in the very near. Sorry, just getting everything else set up to close it out. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I will talk to you guys again in the very near future. Thanks for joining me once again, everyone. Cheers.